What's up, everyone? What's good? What is good, everyone? I'm starting this stream a little early because I want to get this stream over with. And I thought it would be better if I started the stream early. So, I'm gonna let some people jump in this stream really fast before we get started, get to cranking, get to talking about this. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm not even close up to the mic, but cool, yo. I'll let some people join the stream here. I'm gonna put this back. How is everyone doing tonight? Trinity Time Travels, what's good? Trinity Time Travels, what is good? What's good, David? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just at home. Thought I would do a little live stream talking about today, talking about what's going on. And I also got some corn over here I'm gonna eat. So we can chit chat talking about what's going on. And then I can eat the corn. Do you think a Beyond Meat stock is a good idea? I mean, I like Beyond Meat. It's a company I like, just because, like, I'm plant based, I'm vegan. It's a company I like. It's definitely a products that I buy all the time. Um, I was just about to say maybe I'll have a Beyond Burger later tonight, but no, I think I'm actually gonna have pizza later. It's your kind of homeboy, Jermaine. Yeah, it's Jermaine in the house, yo. It is Jermaine in the house. I didn't It didn't seem like Mass Monday ended today. Well, that's exactly what I was going to talk about in this live stream, and I made a video that's going to come out tomorrow, and pretty much is going to have the same things in this video that I'm going to talk about in tomorrow's video. But for today, for it not being the mass mandate, for the mass mandate to be over, I can't tell a difference. I'm sorry, so I can't tell a difference. Also, something else I've noticed, when we went out of town, when we went to the mountains 2 weeks ago, guys, I actually did something that was really awesome. Okay. And I thought that I would be able to do that today in San Francisco, but like I was unable to do this today in the city. But 2 weeks ago, I don't even know if this was legal or what, but we stopped at a 7-Eleven, yo. And I looked inside. The person working there didn't have a mask on. The guy walked out who had just bought something. He didn't have a mask on. So I had this idea. I was like, yo, let's just try to walk up in this joint with no mask on and see what happened. Now, we're 2 hours, 3 hours outside away from San Francisco, right? So things get way different once you leave the city. I walked in at 7-Eleven with no mask on, went, got what I wanted, paid for it, no questions asked. No one looked at me like I was crazy. No one was like jumping around, freaking out. It was just like a normal thing. And I just thought today, I thought maybe I could do that today. Maybe I could go somewhere and they don't require like a mask, right? I haven't heard of any place you can go that doesn't require a mask. Literally, 7-Eleven workers don't care. So you say 7-Eleven workers don't care. I actually called 7-Eleven this morning and asked them. It was kind of sort of like a prank call, but I was for real. I was serious. And they said, oh, yeah, it's not a problem. But I went by a 7-Eleven like on Market Street, and everyone coming out of there had a freaking mask on. And the people working there had a mask on. So I was like, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I called them early this morning at like 7 and just asked, like, yo, you got to wear a mask up in that joint? And they was like, no, you don't have to. But then when I went there, like I went by like maybe 2 or 3 hours ago, and I definitely saw people wearing masks. So maybe they got like an email throughout the day and saying, yeah, tell people to wear masks. But yeah, I really don't notice I really haven't noticed a difference at all. I mean, even at the mall and stuff, like, people are still wearing masks going to the mall. Like, I stopped by the mall to see, like, yo, are people wearing masks in the mall? Like, yeah, it's even outside. Like, it's just But once again, like just like I was saying in the video that's gonna come out tomorrow, I think maybe we might get another lockdown. I think that we might get another lockdown because, I mean, if you just look at how, like, if you look at all the fear And then if you look at what's going on in some of these other countries, I think it's just a matter of time before we go into another lockdown. And I mean like another statewide, Gavin Newsom gets on TV and says, California, it's such a wonderful place, but guess what, guys, it's closed. I think that we're just waiting on that, No mask in the marina. I know there's no mask in the marina. You say it's just downtown, right? That's so true. Like in the marina neighborhood, I definitely don't see as many masks, yo. But what about places in the marina? Are marina like can you go to like places in the marina with no mask on? I suppose you're supposed to wear a mask still. People are not listening to how we got here in the first place. Well, I don't know. Like, see, I don't know what information is people what I don't know what information people is following because, okay, first off, a year ago, Dr. Fauci was like, okay, you need to wear a mask. You need to wear a mask. So everyone was like, okay, we need to wear a mask, right? They're all on TV showing people how to make a mask out of like, a sock and how to make a mask out of a napkin and how to make a mask out of all these different things, okay? So, yeah, people they wear masks, okay? And then the CDC came out and said, well, if you've been vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask anymore. But yeah, I think that people are like still thinking, oh yeah, you have to wear a mask, Oh, for the only 20% have not been vaccinated. It will never be 100. It will never be 100, yo. It'll never be 100% unless they force people. Unless they start knocking on people's doors, like knock, 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 knock. Hey, here go a shot. Take it. How long have the how long have people had the opportunity to get vaccinated and that stuff? For a long time, for months, they had to literally drag me to get the vaccination. I did not want to get the vaccination, but they talked me into it real nice, and I was just like, oh, why not? Let's do it. And then right after that, I was like, oh shit, I just got the freaking vaccination. So people think like I'm a Trump supporter and like I'm anti-vax, but like Trump supporters ain't going out getting the vax, yo. But honestly, I really didn't want to get it. But check this, I already got it. Can you talk a little about affordable places to rent in San Francisco? Affordable places to rent in San Francisco, yo, you better hurry up and get them before they all be gone. Because I'm telling you, prices are creeping back up. But once again, like, it might just be for the summer, yo. It really depends on the summer, yo. A lot of people are just waiting for it to be FDA approved. It's hard to argue with that. Oh, people are waiting for it to be FDA approved. I don't know. How is a mask made out of the same material that a t-shirt? How is that FDA approved? Whatever you want. You're happy to be vaxxed. Well, I mean, I'm happy just because if someone asks me like, hey, have you been vaxxed? I can be like, yeah, I've been vaxxed, That's pretty much the only reason. What's his talk channel? Look in the description. You trust the FDA? Say what? I didn't say I trust the FDA. I was reading someone else's comment. Don't you put butter on that corn? So I could put vegan butter on the corn, but I don't even worry about it. I just eat it just straight out of the Instapot like this. People in SF still wearing masks everywhere today. Yeah, no. Like I don't think it's gonna stop, yo. I really don't think it's gonna stop, dude. I mean, even the place I'm staying at, like everybody's still wearing a mask, And I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe I don't know. Would you ever shave your head? I would shave my head if someone gave me enough Bitcoin to buy a condo in San Francisco. I'd shave my head. But if you not talking about giving me enough money in Bitcoin about a condo in San Francisco, no, I'm not gonna shake my head. You know. A lot of people don't trust the government and will not get the vax. Plenty of people do not trust. A lot of people were wearing masks and no pro. Oh, really? Preferably Bitcoin. Well, the reason why Bitcoin is because, I mean, think about it. Like, if you could actually send that much Bitcoin that fast, like, how else would you send someone like $1 million? Because that's how much it's gonna cost the condo I want. It's like how is you gonna send me $1 million? You gotta send me a check, right? And then I gotta take that check and take it to the bank, right? And when I take it to the bank, they're gonna put a hold on $1 million check, dude. Like, bottom line, they're just gonna put a hold on it. It may be a 7-day hold, a 2-week hold. They're gonna put a hold on it. But if you send me Bitcoin right now, 30 minutes, hey, you can send $1 million off of Bitcoin to my BlockFi address, and it'll be right there. It'll be right there. It'll be real cool. I can just turn around, give the million in Bitcoin over to the people down in the East Cut, and then live in the sky. So that's why I say Bitcoin versus like anything else, because anything else take too long, especially when you're talking about big numbers like that. 100,000, a million. Yeah, bro. Yeah, let's use Bitcoin, because Western Union gonna charge you fees out the yin yang, yo. And then once again, if it's Bitcoin, it can be super anonymous. If you wrote me a check for $1 million, I'm gonna know like where it came from. Like, I could Google your name. I could be like, oh, it's this person. Oh, it's it. If someone sends me Bitcoin, I'm not gonna know who did it. It's just gonna be freaking anonymous. Like, I'm gonna have no idea. What if your hairline go back another inch? What do you mean by hairline? It's not gonna go back another inch. Stop hating. I'm going to Mask for Life. Oh, I see you are. The association fees will kill you each month. Okay, you're right about that, dude. That's so true. The association fees are so high that you would almost be better off just putting your $1 million in stock and just paying rent forever, basically. Yeah, but check this out. If someone gave me Bitcoin today, and then it went up in a couple months, like, that would be even better. It'd be like double almost. You know what I mean? Like, let's say if it went from 40,000 to 80,000, like, it would be double. Clubs are now open to full capacity in DC. So I think certain things with California being open, certain things are going to be busier than others. For example, the nightclub scene and the restaurant scene, all the nightlife and partying, all of that stuff. This is a really, really good plus for all of the nightlife and extra. It's good for that, because with nightlife, you kind of it's kind of hard to run a nightclub with social distancing when you can't, like, pack it out. So now with some of these regulations gone, things are going to be a little bit better. Have fun wearing your mask though. I hate it. Look at the COVID numbers in SF. Literally zero. I know. And people are so afraid. Mm. Parties have been going on in SoCal for months already. Not up here, dude. Yeah, I mean, parties have been going on, but not like probably not like SoCal. SoCal's a whole nother beast, bro. People are traumatized. People are traumatized, yo. Get on Dr. Art Letterman show. Who is that? Ours. I don't know whose show that is. Is this somebody on YouTube or what? In LA, everybody is wearing a mask. I can't believe it. Yeah, but maybe it's gonna be another wave. That's what I think is gonna happen. That's what I talked about in the video coming tomorrow is the Delta variants. Because my homies in the UK are already shaking their heads, yo. They're like, man, these people are gonna fuck us to death, yo. Because they're just gonna close down and reopen and close down and reopen and close down and reopen it. And then eventually, like my homie was saying, like every time they do the close down and reopen, it's like people are like businesses are just falling off because it costs a lot of money to just open and close, 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 I used to love watching your footage in Africa. Oh, you don't like watching it anymore? Is that quote unquote? It's totally cool. Yeah, I know. They did say it was going to close down for 3 weeks in the beginning. You've had 2 shots vaccination. You protect against Delta variant. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how that works. Jay, where you living these days? Another random place. Making you want corn. I miss your travels there. I miss traveling, yo. Oh, raw foods guy. Mm. Mm. I did get both COVID shots, but I didn't talk about the second one as much because after I got the first COVID shot, like no joke, after I got the first COVID shot, it was just so much negativity from getting the shot that um a lot of people were so trying to talk me out of getting the second shot. Like I had like 5 people completely trying to talk me out of getting the second shot. They're like, don't get the second shot. Like, please don't get the second shot. If you get the second shot, it's going to kill you. You are going to die. And I was like, really? And they're like, yes, please do not get the second shot. You are going to die. Like you're gonna like go to sleep and not wake up. And I was like, oh. I mean, I really haven't like heard about a lot of people this happening to a lot of people, So like I had a handful of people telling me this, and don't get the shot, don't get the shot, don't get the shot, don't get the shot. So when I got the shot, I didn't want to like publicly come out and say it because I don't know, like I don't know. It's so I got the shot, and guess what? Like people still want me to wear a mask everywhere. Going to die. They were like, yeah, you're gonna go to sleep and wake up and not gonna be gone. And I was like, for real, from the shot? I'm like, damn, that's some hell of a shot. Maybe I should have got that shot a couple years ago. So I'm just not traveling right now because of the whole pandemic thing. That's why I'm not traveling. I don't want to get stuck in some foreign country. I don't want to get stuck having to pay like $100 COVID tests. I don't want. I would just rather hang out here until this stuff cools off. I got the Moderna. If you guys want to know what shot I got, get the Moderna. You should do a video at the vegan farmers market in Richmond. Is there a vegan farmers market? There's a vegan farmers market, or is there like a little vegan get together at the farmers market? Because I never heard of a vegan farmers market in Richmond, and I know a handful of vegans that live up in Richmond, and I think they would have said something about a vegan farmers market. But hold on, wait. Aren't most farmers market vegan? Like, it's not like they be selling like chicken and steak at farmers market. Like, and I'm sorry to say, y'all, Richmond is far. Like, I don't know what Richmond you're talking about because we got two Richmonds. We got Richmond in the city, and we got the Richmond. No, hold on. When you say you're going to Richmond, no, when you say you're going to the Richmond is the city. If I'm not I think I'm getting this mixed up. I think the Richmond is the city, but when you say you're going to Richmond, not the Richmond, because the Richmond refers to the one in San Francisco. But when you say you're going to Richmond, that means Richmond, California, which is completely different from the Richmond in the city. Completely different. So, and the thing about Richmond, California, it's kind of far. You know what I mean? You can get to it on BART. Like, you can actually take the train from the city and get there. But it's just kind of far, you know. And it's outside the city. Like, you gotta take the car, like take the bridge, you know, you have to go through the little toll, you know, have to go all over there, take the freeway, get off the freeway, and then you pretty much there. But like once you get over there, it's gonna be hot, so you gotta take your jacket off. You know, it's just a whole different beast over there in Richmond. You know, some people take bulletproof vests when they go over there. You know, but I don't know. I don't know what Richmond you're talking about. You could be talking about the Richmond in the city, outer Richmond, inner Richmond. Yeah, that is the outer Richmond, the inner Richmond. Yeah, Richmond, the city. Oh, how did Pfizer make you feel? So I never took the Pfizer. I only took Moderna. You can once you get the first shot, they give you the second shot of whatever you got the first one. So you can't be like switching it up, you know. What is the average HOH duties for a luxury building in San Francisco? So the building I want to move to is I really like Rincon One, but the HOH fees are like 1,500 to 2,000 a month. So if you actually think about it, those numbers, you could actually pay rent, right? At a place right down the street, and maybe you would pay like $4,000 or $5,000 a month. But at Rincon One, if you actually paid off the mortgage, right? On $1 million mortgage, you're looking at like what, $5,000 a month, right? If you literally had the mortgage paid off, you would still have to come up with the HOH fee, which is about 1,500 to 2,000. Let's say on the high end, let's say 2,000 plus the property tax. I cannot exactly remember off the top of my head what property tax is a month on $1 million property. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, even if it was paid off, right? If you went over there and paid $1 million in cash, yo, you would still have to cough up about $300 to $3,500 every month, right? So when you look at those numbers, right, you could actually just go rent a place and keep your $1 million, right? Put your $1 million in the stock market. You can go rent a place for like $5,000, right? Now, that would make sense only if you don't think the real estate values will double in like 5 years. Because think about it like this. You got to look at it like this because, yeah, the association fees are very high in those luxury buildings. But let's look at this scenario. Let's look at if you did have $1 million and you dropped $1 million on a spot, and let's say it doubled in value over the next 5 years. I don't know how this could happen, but I mean, most people didn't think the coronavirus could happen, but it did. But let's just say the home values in San Francisco doubled, right? Well, if you would have dropped a million back then, right? And then 5 years from now, it's double. That means that, like, yeah, you still have to pay the association fee, right? That is, whatever it is. Let's say it's $2,000 a month. Let's say the property tax is $1,000 a month. So you still got to cough up that $3,000 every month, plus, the rest you got to pay on your mortgage. But then in 5 years, if the real estate values doubled here, what do you think the rents are gonna do? You think the rents are gonna double? You think they're gonna almost double? You think they're gonna 50% for what they are today? So that place that was $5,000 a month, what do you think that's gonna be in 5 years if the real estate values double? So you kind of gotta look at it like that. Me, honestly, like, I don't really even care. I don't really care. Like, I think it would be dope to buy something, but like when you really sit back and think, like, you got more options. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a bad deal, but there's definitely more options out there. I think it would be really hard for me to like to buy a place here. I think it'd be really hard for me to do it. No way SF real estate doubles in 10 years, yet alone 5 years. Okay, I did say that was insane, but the reason why I said 5 years is because look at the stock market. Look at all this stuff that happened in the past 2 years. People didn't think that this was going to happen. People thought the stock market was going to go to zero when the coronavirus happened, and it didn't. It freaking went all-time highs. So that is very like insane to say. But I mean, what if certain neighborhoods greatly increased versus other neighborhoods, or what if certain buildings like greatly increased versus other buildings? Because these sort of things can actually happen in real estate. You can have one neighborhood that's just like right over greatly increase in value versus like maybe the neighborhood next over, or the next two neighborhoods down. So yeah, I want to say thanks for you guys. Thanks for joining to the live stream. Someone said a bulletproof vest. Richmond is the hood. Well, I mean, I didn't say Richmond was the hood. This is a comment that I just read here. But Richmond is, put it like this. I'm going to say it like this. Richmond is not the most affluent neighborhood in the Bay Area. That's really a very, very nice way to put it. I don't really want to, crap on Richmond because honestly, Richmond is a place I might want to consider like living someday because it is kind of a rough place and it is kind of on the I don't want to say it's on the come up, but I see a lot of potential there. And there's also neighborhoods in Richmond. Some neighborhoods are better than others. Just because, a place has a reputation for being not the most nicest place doesn't mean every place in that community is just as bad. If some people in America don't want the vaccine, we will send it to other countries where we can get world herd immunity. Yeah, I say we should send them to other countries for sure. I really wanted to get the Pfizer vaccine, but sometimes you just can't pick what they have. The market didn't go sky high. It was one of the worst things that happened in years. I know. Hilltop is looking nice. Hilltop is nice looking, but at night it's Hilltop. Where is Hilltop? Hilltop is near Richmond, right? I see you in Pack Heights, bro. Pacific Ave. Oh my gosh. Pacific Ave. You know how expensive Pacific Ave is, yo? But you know what? One thing I was thinking about, because like lately I have been spending different time. I haven't been spending time in different neighborhoods. Pack Heights, Marina. I've definitely been spending time in these neighborhoods, yo. But one thing I have noticed is like, dude, downtown is really shitty. Like, bottom line, like, I love downtown. I love living here. Like, I love living like in a big building, but man, it is really shitty living here versus other parts of the city. Like, that's just one thing I'm starting to notice. Like, it is like there are some really nice parts to live in San Francisco. Like, I just love living here because it's right in the middle of all the action, and but yeah, there's some pretty rough places around here, yo. Facts, bro. North part of the city, much nicer. Yeah, it is. It is. It's much, much, much nicer. Or anywhere near like the parks. If you live near a park, like if you live near the Panhandle, or if you live near Golden Gate Park, or if you live near the Presidio, it's a whole different vibe. It is a whole different vibe. Richmond District, nice. Huh. What is it, Jermaine? How nightlife? Do you attend music or art shows on the weekends? How's the club coming back to life? City in general is semi-open. Masks are required when. Okay, so the city is the nightlife. Me, for the most part, before the pandemic, I sort of used to go out. Like, I used to go out and drink, usually around the happy hour time. Like, I would like just go out and maybe hang out for a couple hours, 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right? But I was never a person that really like go out like late at night, right? I don't just didn't really go out too much. Now since the pandemic happened, like I'm totally cool with like not going out, yo. Like I'm totally cool with like just staying at home, like indoors, like on the internet, like just watching something or streaming or talking to some people, like on the other side of the world, or just like hanging out in front of the camera with a microphone in front of my face. You know what I mean? I ain't got to the point where like I don't just really care too much about like going out. I like to go out in the daytime. And when I mean go out in the daytime, I'm like just go out, run errands. But like the nightlife and the club scene, that's just really a scene, and it's a life that like I mean, I'm just not I don't really want to just really be involved with too much, because for the most part, it's very repetitive. It's very repetitive. It's the same people every week. It's the same people getting drunk. It's the same people with the same problems. It's the same people, and that it's just nothing new. You know what I mean? So whenever I do go out and party, I want to do it like every once in a while. Like let's make it a special occasion, or let's go out and have a really really good time. But like going out like all the time, it's definitely something I really don't want to do because it's just kind of lame, and a lot of times like it's the people. It's the people and it's the environment. It's the environment I don't want to be around. This is one reason why I don't like to eat fast food. It's one reason why I don't like to eat fast food. It's not necessarily that the food is just really bad. For the most part, it's fast. Um, yeah, it can be unhealthy, but it's also more the atmosphere, and it's the environment, and it's the going in this restaurant and like, it's slow, it takes a long time. Look at the people around, like that makes a big difference. All these things make a really big make a really, really big difference. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm just more like low key. I kind of like to just sort of do chill things. I don't really like to hang out with big groups. A group of two other people is good enough for me. Please speak on the rental units for renewed their prices. So the rental units are slowly going up, you know? How far have you gone to get good food? You mean in the city? Like I don't have to go too far to get good food. Like there's a couple Asian restaurants that I go to all the time that are right in this area. I can get to in like less than 4 minutes. And I got like three right in this area here. And then I got a Chipotle down there. I got a falafel shop over here. Got a Mexican spot over here. Got another Mexican spot over here. Got a Whole Foods over here. Got a Safeway down here. Got another Safeway over here. Got a whole I got some things to choose from. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good. It's good. I love ESSA 15 years ago. Now I have to look left and right to make sure I don't get robbed. I know it is getting crazy, right? The robberies are getting crazy, man. Scary, dude. Scary. Another reason why I don't really like to go out that much. It'd be too much crime going on, yo. That's how it is in cities. D-Town, LA is like that. They all have nice buildings and lots of actions, but too many rough patches. If you want a calmer living space, you have to drive. Yeah, you definitely have to like. That's kind of how it is here. Once you're in downtown, it's like a little bit rough. But once you get past Van Ness, things really start to like mellow out. East Cut is the skyscraper neighborhood. Yeah, East Cut is the skyscraper neighborhood. But that's like one of the most expensive neighborhoods in the city. Just because you gotta look at the average rent prices. Like, dang, average rent prices is like 5,000 or something. Because there's so many units down there that are like more than $5,000. You know, like there's so many units that are more than 5,000. Like, all those units that are like 10,000 and 15,000 and $20,000 a month. Like, it's a lot of those units down there, yo. And it's not a lot of things that are under like 3,000. So it is pushing the average up in that neighborhood. But don't get me wrong, Pack Heights, like, it's way more, but like you don't really rent in Pack Heights. That's the thing about Pack Heights. Like, you buy in Pack Heights. What do you think about San Jose? San Jose is I mean, it's on the map. It's part of the Bay Area, but honestly, I don't really know that much about San Jose because when you live in the city, like people don't come out the city that much. I got both doses of the vaccine and had very few side effects from the Moderna. After the second dose, I came home and dozed off. The same thing happened to me. I was dozing off for my my app. Like, I got this new iPad, the M1. I noticed that it will freeze and it'll like drop the chat like in the middle. Like, it's done that so many times. I mean, like, I've been doing Zoom chats, and it was like just dropped everything in front of me, and I'm like, crap. Do you know the way to San Jose? I know to go to San Jose, you got to go all the way. Like, you got to get on the free, the 101, or you got to take the train and just go all the way that way. I think I know how to get there. Crime is up everywhere. Crime is up everywhere. Crime is up all over the country. But them shootings, yo, man, them shootings been going like they've been going crazy too, yo. Um, Hyper attacking threats is happening too. Yeah, I'm actually kind of afraid of the hacking attacks. Look what happened to the airlines, Southwest Airlines. They had to shut down their little operation, yo, because they kept getting hacked. It's bad, yo. Yeah, gun violence is bad. Yeah, gun violence is bad. It's scary, yo. And they hacked the gas line. Yeah, but the gas line, that's kind of old though. Yeah, and to make things worse, y'all. To make things even real worse. You know what they're doing that's really messing up people? They out here, they crippling people, yo. What they doing? This is so crazy. I can't believe they start doing this. These folks out here stealing catalytic converters off cars, yo. Like, for real. You better watch where you park your Prius. Man, you come out, man, your Cadillac converter be gone. You get in your car and start your car gonna sound like oh, it's gonna sound so crazy, yo. You ain't gonna want to even try your car. You gonna pull over and call a tow truck. Have an Uber come pick you up because your car gonna be messed up, y'all. Cali allows assault rifles now. Do you think that will help or hurt the amount of mass shootings? I don't know. I don't know. I like your hair. Oh, thanks. They hack meat plants too. I know they've been hacking stuff like crazy, yo. They've been hacking stuff like crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all something. What I'm really afraid of, I'm telling you what I'm really afraid of, y'all. I'm really afraid of the power going out. Hey, facts. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the electricity going out. And I know what y'all thinking. Oh, it's gonna come back on. Oh, it's gonna come back on. They ain't gonna let us be in the dark for too long. Hey, sit back and just think for a second, yo. Hey, for real, sit back and just think. What if the power went out for a month? Just think about it. What if the power went out for a whole month, yo? The virus is the least of our worries. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No one would even care about the virus anymore. I mean, you want to talk about looting and rioting? Just think. Just think if you want to talk about if there is no if there okay guys, I don't even think most people even realize like how catastrophic that would be. Like, okay, you got to think about water here, okay? If you live in a building, right? You need electricity to get the water up there, right? You need electricity to move water around. You're gonna have water allergies, and if you don't have water, well, you can't have restaurants open. You can't. I mean, how you gonna get the gas out? You know, if you had an electric car with some solar panels on your house, you would be okay. You would be okay if you had you know, if you was living off the grid. Well, not in the city, you would be okay. I don't. You wouldn't probably wouldn't be able to watch much TV, but I don't know. Maybe like maybe if the power went out for a month, maybe things like the news and stuff like that, maybe it would still go on because I would imagine maybe they would have solar or something like that. Um, I mean, could you just imagine if something like that happened? Or what if it just happened for California? What if power went out for all of California for a month? Just California, yo. Like I don't. I'd probably be afraid to leave the room because it would just be chaos everywhere. Like, it would literally be chaos everywhere. Like car tires, yeah. Oh my gosh. They would lose hella money. I mean, what do you mean they would lose hella money? Like everything would be free. Like you want to talk about looting? It would literally be no one to stop the looting because like communication, like it would be bad. I mean, it would be really bad. And we live in an electric world where like everything relies on like, you know, electricity. I'm staying in the city. Yeah, I'm staying in the city too. I ain't leaving. Yeah, when that shit happen, I'm gonna be ready for it, y'all. I'm gonna be ready. But until it happen, I'll be cool. But you know, an earthquake could an earthquake could be really bad too. Right? The looting, the economy, cell towers may not work. So the thing about the cell towers, I would imagine that a lot of them probably would not work, but some of them are on solar. I don't know if any of those are on solar in the city, but maybe if you live like, you know, you would have mass deaths like Texas, people froze to death this winter. Now, the thing about most parts of California, or at least San Francisco, you wouldn't really have to worry about people freezing to death because it doesn't get that cold. Yeah, it gets cold at night in the winter, but it doesn't get like 30 degrees, you know, 20 degrees or nothing like that. It doesn't get like cold enough to, and then of course people would like, you know, I guess people would just be at home under covers and under blankets, right? I'd have the Castro lit up. Try. Huh? You go to Castro if that happened? How would people be able to do deliveries with power for their phones? I mean, if the power went out, I don't think it's gonna be deliveries, y'all. I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, maybe if like the power went out, like if all the power went out, but we still had like cell phones, right? That maybe that could happen. Maybe like if maybe the power doesn't work at your house, right? But the phone still has service. So if you're able to charge the phone somehow, I guess with a a portable solar charger or something like that, maybe that would work. The problem with a building is walking up and down the stairs with, yes, that's what I'm talking about. And the thing about a building, like a building like this, we would all like run out of here because with no water in the building, think about this for a second. With no water in the building, how would you flush your toilet? So that means that it would smell horrible in here because, I mean, if you went to the toilet to pee and you can't flush it, how are you going to get it out of there? I mean, are you going to sacrifice the water that you actually have to use it for the toilet? So I would imagine what would happen was people would just probably be pooing and crapping in the street, right? So if people are pooing and crapping in the streets would be disgusting, right? But what they could do is they could put salt water on the streets to wash it off, water from the ocean, but then it would take oil to get that water from the ocean and bring it. It's a mess. Like, I mean, do you actually use that oil for water to clean the streets and then water to clean what streets? I mean, you got a lot of streets here. Guys, this may not happen. This is just something I think about randomly. I still have a landline phone. Well, keep your landline phone. You might need to use it someday. What if I would not go out for a month or for a few hours? But yo, people never thought coronavirus could happen. If you ask some of these small business owners 3 years ago, hey, could you ever imagine losing your business to a government, a government shutdown? Have you ever thought that you could lose everything that you worked for in your whole life because of a government shutdown? I mean, if you would have asked people this 3 years ago, they would have said, no, no, they would have never thought this, yo. But you know what? It happened. It did. It happened. Yeah, it did. I'm currently in Long Island, NY, and nobody is wearing any mask around here. Oh, you're in Long Island. Dude, I wish I was in New York right now. I miss New York so much. Ladies are now connected to internet. Imagine coronavirus without social media. I mean, I don't know if it would be better or worse. I really don't know if it would be better or worse. Buy some walkie-talkies for you and your boo, right? Most businesses shut down and never return. Are businesses that were struggling pre-COVID? Yeah, they were. I would say a lot of these businesses were struggling before pre-COVID. But guess what? Now they're gone. Okay, now they're gone. Maybe they could have been. Maybe they could have kept struggling on for another 20 years, but with COVID came, COVID just knocked them off their feet. So now they just got flushed down the drain. Yeah, I guess that's just how it works. Yeah. I mean, I don't make up the rules, but I mean, I guess that's just how it works. Just went down a rabbit hole and found your channel. You're alive. What amazing. You just found me? How did you find my channel? I'm just curious. Like, what rabbit hole did you go down? Were you looking at travel content? Are you looking at San Francisco? Were you looking at electric bikes? Like, I'm just curious. Every life sustainable needs service would disappear if you want. No, for real. Turn your electric circuits off just for 3 days. I know. Dude, I'm telling you, it would be really bad. Like, I don't know. Also, New York is fully open, and they even had fireworks around the city. We ain't had no fireworks like that around here. Juneteenth just became a federal holiday. Yeah, that's dope. I saw that earlier today. Oh, you found me on TaskRabbit. You know what? Check this out. Look at this. Oh, can you guys see it? I'm rocking my TaskRabbit uniform. My TaskRabbit joint. It was interesting. You know, the CEO of TaskRabbit was I forget her name. I actually just went to TaskRabbit just recently. That's why I got this. I went to the HQ. Long story, but like I went there and I was talking to some people and I got this and I also got they gave me another shirt over there. They also gave me some socks too. That was pretty dope. Some TaskRabbit socks. And yeah, the lady that was the CEO, her name was I think Sharon or whatever. She was a black CEO, right? And in the black community, it's kind of cool. Like you're like, oh, black CEO, right? Well, she's no longer at TaskRabbit. Like she resigned to do her own thing. But when I was there, I got to see her desk, like her old desk, like which was I thought was pretty dope. When I was there having a meeting and talking to some people. Um, I remember, Jermaine, you telling us how you quit your valet job to become entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I mainly just wanted to, have my own time, do my own thing, have the freedom and flexibility to travel and do what I want. I just kind of got tired of working the hotel jobs. No, I'm not high. Like, do I look high? I mean, my eyes are totally not red. Usually, my eyes would be totally red, and I've been up. I think I got up at like 4:30 this morning. 4:30, like yeah, it's been rough, yo. Like I've been watching like YouTube videos like super early this morning, and I'm like still wired, yo. Like awesome. It was amazing. TaskRabbit smart company, free clothing from TaskRabbit. Yeah, yeah. I went to TaskRabbit for a TaskRabbit HQ for a meeting, and it was pretty cool. I got hooked up with some free swag. How much water do you drink in a day? It depends on the day. If it's a hot day, I'm definitely gonna drink more water. Your eyes are bloodshot like you have been on a smoking binge. My eyes are not bloodshot. You are mildly baked. I'm totally not mildly baked. No. Another cup of coffee. Maybe another cup of coffee in the morning, but not right now. Not right now. I'm like listening to Future in my headphones. I've been listening to Future the whole live stream, y'all. You gotta love Future, yo, because that's your future, dog. I know y'all just kidding. I don't care if y'all think I'm high. Um, maybe I don't know if I'm streaming on Twitch. I don't know what the rules are on Twitch, but I'm totally not high. Like for real, I could go fly an airplane right now. For real, a big airplane, like 747. I ain't talking about no Cessna. I'm talking about one of them big joints, yo. I can fly that joint, take it off, land it. We can even fly it over the ocean. But you know what? I would not recommend any of y'all to fly with me because I'd be talking plenty of shit on live stream. I think he quit weed. He doesn't talk about it anymore. I quit weed. Like, come on, why would anybody in California quit weed? Love your streams. Ignore these ignorant people. You love the streams. I know for real. I really straight up had to tell my boo, like, boom, like I'm gonna hang out with you, but I got a live stream first before I come over. My boo was like, okay. And I was like, cool. Jermaine with fly. So plain. You look totally sober. That's how high Jermaine is. He is a 747. I know, yo. 747 is so retired, yo. As long as you're not breaking any local laws, you're fine. Oh, so cool. Cool. On Twitch, as long as I'm not breaking any laws. Not high. More like weird. I love your vibe, love your energy. Thanks a lot for watching. I love your comment, yo. This room is 99%. Y'all are trip. You look fine to me, Jay. Oh, yeah. Maybe the next place I stay. I would love to do a 420 live stream, but I don't think I should do that. Maybe I could do 420 live stream on OnlyFans. But I don't think you can do live stream on OnlyFans. But I don't really just want to put weed on I don't really just want to put it on YouTube. I know what hotel. I know that hotel is. Oh, why you do? Or yeah, I know. Jermaine, guys, Jermaine's not high at all. Jermaine is not high at all. Because I'd probably be yawning more, and my eyes would be like red. It'd be red, like this freaking red crayon over here. Been watching all those Cali fires when it was all red outside. This year is gonna be a bad fire year, guys. I'm sorry to say. This year is going to be. It's not looking like a good fire year. You know, it's probably gonna be crazy. Jermaine, how long have you been doing YouTube? I don't know how long I've been doing YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for like I think this account is like shit. I think this account is like 12 years old or something, but I've been like making content like daily content, weekly content for like the past like 5 years or so. Do a video on a difference 20-inch e-bike, 26 in terms of characteristics. I would. I'm actually waiting on. I talked to a company, another bike company, and they're supposed to send me a 26-inch e-bike. And it's a 26-inch e-bike that's not a fat tire bike. And the reason why I'm excited about this one is because I can put it on the front of the bus because it won't be a fat tire bike. Really? How come the hotel you live in don't house the homeless? It's not the same type of hotel. The hotels that typically house the homeless are hotels that are usually a little bit older. Um, that's why I say they're usually a little bit older. This one is a little bit more modern, right? And they just like remodeled this hotel like not too long ago. So the hotel they didn't want to house homeless people because they could get more money not housing homeless people, you know, because tourists would stay in before they would stay in other hotels. So when the city's looking for hotels, like they keep that in mind, and they also know that like this hotel here is a lot newer and it's nicer, and this hotel is not newer and nicer, and they can wheel and deal with a nicer place, and that's kind of how it is. If crops continue to burn like last year or worse, it can't be good. I know it's not good. Hotel life, sweet life. I love the hotel. Jermaine, you are not a weatherman. How about the fire season? It just doesn't look good with the whole. If you look at the color maps, yo, it doesn't look good, yo. It doesn't look good at all. Don't throw away those N95s yet. No, don't do it. Don't throw away any mask yet. Do the homeless people love living in SF? I mean, I don't. I think they do because it's a city. It's walkable. Like you can get places without a car. Like you can easily jump on a bus. You can walk places. If you are homeless in a place like LA, I mean, it's just a little bit different, right? Like most places in the U.S. is very different to be homeless versus like a city. A city, most people don't have cars, so if you're homeless and you don't have a car, you fit in a little bit better, versus a place where it's car culture and everything's spread out, and to get from one place to another, it's 2 miles versus here it's 2 blocks. How's the food shortage as far as droughts? This is scary stuff. Yeah, it is scary. Venice is fun. The homeless is great. Shouldn't have the weather. Okay, so we're at like 59 minutes. 59 minutes. So I'm gonna get off here because I'm going to meet. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna meet my boo. So I'll see y'all later. You guys have a good night. Have fun. I love all of y'all. You guys are really awesome, and thanks for watching. What do you think about the say? Oh, I think it's awesome that they passed I made it a national holiday, so we're gonna have another freaking. I don't know. I think it's cool that they made it a holiday, but like we got so many holidays already. Like I just really wish our country did not have so many holidays. It's like we got. I like the fact that they have holidays, but like man, we have a lot of holidays already, yo. And like it's only a problem when I'm like out of the country. I'm just like, God damn it, why does America have so many holidays, yo? You know? We need a weed holiday. See, there you go. We need another holiday. And there's probably gonna be there's probably gonna be a Asian day that the Asian people are gonna get too. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be another it's gonna be more holidays coming. Like we got so many holidays, yo. But anyway, I love all of y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a good day. You either have a good night wherever you are. And I will see all of you guys today. Other countries get paid vacation and free healthcare. Well, that's not America. In America, you gotta hustle around here. But yo, I'm out. I will see all of y'all later. Bye bye.